Tell us more about the book and what are you hoping the book is going to do for people that have gone experiences like you have, or losing other loved ones in different ways.
Well, I'll start by telling you this. It was a very interesting conflict. Even at that point, I had been in the business for a while, right? And I was a certified financial planner. So I had all the credentials. I had 7 years of experience, lots of knowledge, but the hours and days and even weeks that followed Joanne's death were just very overwhelming. And even with all of my knowledge, I was struggling. I mean, I think what people don't realize is you're just so emotionally consumed with everything that even if you have the knowledge, it's pretty hard to find it. You're just overwhelmed. Your brain is not firing on all cylinders. And so as a means of just getting through this, I was keeping a journal, like a kind of like a one of these yellow pads, and I was just writing stuff down, saying to myself, I got to keep track of this. One, for myself, but two, if I can somehow transfer this knowledge and experience to something that's practical that can help my clients, then wow, maybe I can make some, lemonade out of the lemons, if you will. And so I jotted all this stuff down. And one day I was out to lunch with an attorney and I kind of was flipping through all my notes and showing this. And he said what I thought he was joking, but he said, you should make that into a book. I'm like, yeah, sure. No, why not? But then I got thinking about it and I said, why not? Yeah, why not? So I actually wrote the book myself. I self-published it back then. I put it on Amazon. All of a sudden, I started getting people buying the book and making comments about how helpful it was. That, as you can imagine, was so inspiring for me to say, wait a minute, maybe I can use this as an opportunity to help others that are in this crisis mode and help them get through such a really dark chapter in their life. And so the book, Details After Death, has been out for quite some time. And it really just came time for me to give it a fresh update. So I'm working with a publisher now. The book is just released and it's called Death's Red Tape. And that's exactly what it is. It sounds terrible, but unfortunately, with death comes the red tape, the administrative and the logistic things that people really have to deal with. Like they don't want to deal with it, but they kind of have to do with that, or there could be some risks. So the book, I guess you asked out to answer your question, Leo, about what are the two things I would hope it accomplish. I think one of them would be to help people avoid making big financial missteps. Now, I've seen where people that are grieving, they really want to get through the grief. So sometimes people kind of speed along and figure, well, if I can get this checklist taken care of, maybe I'll get through this painful process quicker. And what they do is they don't know it, but haphazardly they're making missteps that could cost them a lot of money financially. So hopefully the book will bring some awareness and expertise to them that they would, basically will help them avoid those kind of mistakes. And the other thing, which isn't necessarily a direct benefit of the book, but perhaps one of the fringe benefits that I hope it will provide is some calming peace of mind that says, wait a minute, I've got this instruction manual, I've got this guide, if you will, that's going to take me through the process. I can slow down. And as you would say, take a time out, right? Take a lifetime out, slow down, and let me just focus more on celebrating my loved one's death, right? Embrace that moment where you can reflect on the memories and spend time with the family and just don't feel like you need to rush through things. And so hopefully the book will help them do that too.